Oh, hello there. You know, if you're like us and you're wondering, hey, should I get a little bit of a security system for our RV? And you start flipping through YouTube and you start wandering upon a whole bunch of videos. And you're going, they all seem to be pitching the same thing. And then you realize that every single one of them is sponsored. And you don't know if the truth is out there. This video is for you. Stick around. This is going to be an unsponsored video of RV security, what we actually use and what we actually paid for. Be right back.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Hi everyone, this is Bob with 25 Plus Life, and you notice today I'm sans Karri. She's actually behind the camera today doing the shoot for us. So one of the things that we notice if you've been following the channel is that we sold our house and we're now full-time, and one of the things that we had at the house was a nice elaborate security system, including cameras, motion detectors, things of that nature. And as we hit the road, and especially here on the coastal Carolinas, and we're traveling through some RV resorts, one of the first things that Karri likes to do is jump on a Facebook page for that campground. And you'll notice most of them, like Ocean Lakes and Lakewood and Pirate Land, they all have a Facebook page for guests that use. And you'll find little comments about, you know, the area and stuff like that. And it's a nice thing to check out even before you book that reservation. But one of the things that they all shared in common is that there was an issue with people coming off the beach and breaking into RVs. They would knock on the RV door, see if there's anybody there, and then they could break in. Now, while maybe this doesn't happen on a daily basis, it did put some concern in our heads and said, you know, well, let's start looking for ways to secure this, especially when we go on these daily excursions and stuff like that. So one of the first things we started doing was looking at RV security cameras, and we noticed that all the videos were like e-bikes, right? If you watch YouTube, there's basically two e-bikes. There's electric and then there's rattan, and there's basically those two companies because they give them out to free to YouTube channels because they have a certain amount of subscriber base and they're influencers, okay? And one of the things that we noticed is that with all of the security cameras that were in the same RV grouping was that they were pretty much sold out because, again, they're influenced to purchase these particular products, which made me start looking for alternatives. As I started scrolling through Amazon because I wasn't going to wait 3 months for a ball, I came across a company called DZs. And what I liked about these is that not only does the camera itself have a small footprint on the RV, and Karri, if you can't catch, we have a camera mounted up on the right hand side. We also have one on the left hand side. This one's going to go and cover the back side. But what was really nice about these is that these were one of the only cameras that came with a magnetic mount. And there's a couple other companies that do this, but this one here was really appealing to us because the price point on sale was $49.99. Off sale, I believe they're about $69.99, so depending, you can see where that wave will be. But this magnetic mount changed everything for us. It mounts with a 3M adhesive pad, and you can put this pretty much anywhere you want. And once it's there, it's permanent. But I'm not drilling into the RV, which is fantastic for that. It comes with a USB cable cord because these are battery operated. There's an internal battery that you charge depending on how your settings are about every 2 to 3 months. So you really don't have to do much there. And the best part is on travel day, I just jump up there and I grab those things. They just pop right off the magnet like this. And Karri, I'll have you come on over here. This is kind of an improv video because we really weren't expecting to shoot anything today, but I have to install this third one, so I figured I might as well show you guys. So this is the mount that goes up on the side of the RV or wherever you want it, and the back here has this little recess. It's a magnet, and that's it, right? So once you're set up, you can angle this anywhere you want on that ball, and you can go up, you can go down, you can go sideways if you want. You can get all, you know, groovy with it, but basically that's the whole thing. And when it comes time for travel day, they just come down, you charge them while you're traveling, and you're good to go to the next spot. So to show you how easy this is, and I don't even have a ladder with me because no company's sponsoring me with gigantic ladders that move and fold and everything else. We're going to do something a little bit different. How I mounted these is I'm going to back the truck up to the RV, and I'm going to use the tailgate as a step ladder. So I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. Okay, so while I don't typically condone taking over your neighbor's campsite if there's somebody here, we just happen to know there's nobody here for the next couple of days. So we're going to use my truck as a step ladder, again, because why not? So one of the things we're going to do is we peel off the white side or yellow side of that adhesive pad, which is like this, and then you have the red side, which we'll peel off once we get up there. We mount this in the right spot, and we're going to kind of set that up to where we want it. Now there's an instruction book that comes with this to show you how to set this up in the app. I'm going to go through some of the setup with you guys. I'm not going to cover the whole thing because it really was one of the simplest cameras that we've installed. Again, we had a similar setup like this with Eufy on our home base back when we had that, which gave us the idea for this. But this is so much easier with the magnetic mount. And again, I can't stress that. And it's a great app because you can also share it. Or like today, we're here in beautiful Myrtle Beach, and we are staying at the Travel Park in North Myrtle Beach, and we're right off the ocean. And what's great about those two front cameras is that they're aimed properly. Our kids are able to log in and not only check up on us, but they're able to see the ocean as well. And some of the beautiful places that we go, that can come in real handy. So I'm going to stumble up on the tailgate of my truck here, and I have a secret way of doing this. I'm quite sure Karri will only film the flattering angles, but we'll get up here. There we go. So Karri and I have already decided that we want this in a situation that we're filming this half of the rig, and this will cover our basement doors down there. So we're thinking about here, but I want to make sure I clear that slide, right? And then I also want to make sure that I can get where we want to be with this. And this has a pretty wide angle or wide field of view. I believe it's somewhere around 130 degrees. So I don't think visibility is going to be an issue. So I'm so confident in this that normally I would set this camera up in the app first and then I would mount this, but after doing the other two, we're pretty positive what we want. Now, the comments on these on Amazon, excuse me, the comments on this on Amazon was that people have said that they've had these hurricane winds of 110 miles an hour mounted to their RVs and to the side of the metal garage that they were using them on, and they never moved. I think that's awesome. And that 3M tape is pretty solid. So basically from what Karri and I want to do, that's it. We're going to probably aim that down a little bit, or maybe we'll go right there. And we'll keep it just like that. And I think that's pretty solid. It's not going to go anywhere. And I'm going to walk you through, and I'm going to try something I haven't done before, which is screen share on the iPhone. I'm going to walk you through our app, and then so I make sure I have that at the right angle. And we'll see how that turns out. So give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back once I figure out how to get down from here. Okay, I'm going to try something called screen sharing or screen recording, and I'll put this over here once I get it. But basically, this is the app. I'm not going to walk through the setup process of how to install it because it's pretty straightforward, but I am going to go over a couple of things that you can see here. And as you'll see right off the bat, it says person detected. There's an app for this that you pay a monthly fee, and I want to be upfront about that. And it ranges anywhere from $2.99 to $6.99 depending on how much reserve data you want, cloud data. We do the $2.99 for just so we have the alerts, but the memory card's inside 128 gigs, quite a bit, and it re-records over itself. So as you see, you can see Karri and I are basically again on the screen, but we're out here. It's picking up this. It has basic, we can set up zones, so it only pulls in and sets off an alert when somebody comes into that zone. Basically anything that a standard security camera will do, this does, and this is in 2K. So it's very clear, picture is phenomenal, and it's not that 1080p. And the best part is, again, out of all the cameras that we looked at, that magnetic mount is a big advantage, especially for RVers, to be able to pull things down very quickly. And if somebody does able to do what I just did and grab that camera and take it off, right, that all that stuff is backed up to the cloud if you have that plan. So that $299 or $499, whatever you want to pay, is well worth it to have that backup. So that it basically covers the security cameras, and I want to just throw that out there as a unbiased review. We love these cameras. We've been playing with them for a couple of weeks, and again, we just bought the third one, and it is nice to have that extra layer of protection. The other thing I want to point out really quick, and I'm not going to go into a great detail because I think this is one that's been beat to death as well, is RV locks. Now, with our Winnebago, one of the first things that we changed out was to a keypad, and RV lock let us down big time. And I know they're heavily promoted on all the other channels, the bigger channels, because they're given to them for free and they charge $200. So if anybody's getting a $200 lock, they're going to go, this is the greatest lock in the world. What we found is that it left us inside, locked in. It's locked us out, and then randomly it just opened up on the way through. As we were traveling, the door just shot open. It's just a very flimsy product, mainly plastic. The customer service is great and they'll send you on another one, but is that really worth it? If they'll send you on another one, why wouldn't they just send you out something that was 100% ready to go to begin with? So we went with a company called Karri, and this here is all metal. It fit our door profile perfectly as a 10-digit keypad. And the best part is it's 99% metal. There's no plastic parts, there's nothing to fail. This company even gives you this overlay, which you hear all these RV lock people complaining about it worn out with the weather. They give you one in the package because they know elements are brutal. So you have it ready to go. Installation took about 15 minutes and it was maybe $10 more than the RV locks that are sponsored by everybody. This was well worth it. Probably one of the best investments we've made. It comes with the key fobs and everything else. I'll try to link everything below. I'm watching the camera because the battery is dying because apparently it's a little chillier here today, and it's affecting our battery life. But I'll link the products below. We're not covered by an affiliate program or anything like that. This is just information to get out there to you. And that's it. That was our review of the DZ cameras as well as the Karri lock. If you want to know more about this lock or do more of a detailed review, let me know and we'll try to work on that. If there's anything else you want to know about our 2023 MLE, or if you want to know about our lifestyle now that we've sold everything and we've hit the road full time, leave a comment below. Reach us at 25pluslife@gmail.com, or you can check Karri out on Instagram at 25pluslife. For Karri, wow, that was a lot to get in. For Karri, I am Bob. This has been 25 Plus Life. We'll catch you next week.
When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still